Adrian Newey, the genius who built Red Bull's Formula One dynasty, has just switched sides. And his first project at Aston Martin, the all-new 2026 AMR 26, a car already being called insane and Red Bull's biggest threat yet. Under wild new 2026 rules with active aero, smaller chassis, and radical hybrid power units, Newey is starting from a blank slate. Backed by Honda Power and Aston Martin's billion-dollar campus, this bombshell could be a total game-changer. For Red Bull, it's dangerous. For Formula One, it might be the most unpredictable dark horse in decades. So, let's dive into today's video and break down everything we know about Newey's 2026 Masterplan. The end of an era at Red Bull. Adrian Newey leaving Red Bull isn't just big news, it's an insane bombshell. This is the man who designed every single championship-winning Red Bull. From the V8 screamers that made Sebastian Vettel a four-time world champion, to the ground effect monsters that gave Max Verstappen unstoppable dominance. But after years of glory, cracks appeared. Red Bull's toxic politics, the Christian Horner saga, and the rise of Red Bull powertrains pushed Newey into the shadows. By 2025, it was clear he wanted out, and Aston Martin gave him the perfect escape. For Red Bull, this isn't just a loss, it's catastrophic. Their 2026 project is already shaky with an unproven Ford engine. Meanwhile, Aston Martin just stole the greatest technical mind in Formula One history. Why 2026 is the perfect moment. The 2026 rules aren't a tweak, they're a reset, and resets are Newey's playground. Every time the rulebook got flipped, he cracked the code first. 2009? His RB5 with the double diffuser rewrote the sport and launched the Vettel dynasty. 2014? Even with no Mercedes engine, Newey's chassis kept Red Bull in the fight. 2022? His RB18, the ground effect monster, became the most dominant F1 car ever built. Now in the upcoming year, with active aero, compact chassis, and radical hybrid units, the slate is clean again. And this time, Newey isn't fighting for Red Bull, he's fighting against them. This could be insane. The core of Newey's 2026 Masterplan. So what makes Aston Martin's bombshell project so dangerous? 4 game-changing pillars. 1. Fundamentals. First, Newey knows the DNA of a car is locked on day one. Wheelbase, suspension geometry, fuel tank shape. Get it wrong, and you're doomed for the whole season. At Aston, Newey is obsessed with getting the core architecture perfect from the start. While rivals chase flashy aero tricks, Aston is nailing the foundations. That gives them room to unleash upgrades later, while others fight unsolvable flaws. This is Newey's classic dark horse move. 2. Active aero mastery. 2026 brings active aero, high downforce in corners, low drag super DRS on straights. The transition between modes will make or break a car. And if anyone can tame it, it's Newey. His cars have always been absurdly efficient, insanely stable. He's already building next-gen sims to master the switching system. If Aston gets this right, it's a game changer. 3. Compact packaging. The new rules shrink cars dramatically. 200 millimeters shorter, 100 millimeters narrower. Every component, battery, cooling, fuel, must be squeezed tighter. For most teams, it's a nightmare. For Newey, an opportunity. His legendary obsession with miniaturization will shine. He's telling engineers to find insane packaging solutions for balance and agility. If anyone can turn size cuts into speed, it's Adrian Newey. 4. Honda Power. The Ace-Up Aston sleeve, a full works partnership with Honda. While Red Bull gambles on an untested Ford-branded power unit, Aston gets a clean-sheet Honda hybrid designed in sync with Newey's chassis. A perfect 50-50 ICE battery split. No MGU-H headaches, just raw, explosive power. This isn't McLaren Honda 2.0. This is the partnership Red Bull should be terrified of. Aston Martin's billion-dollar beast. This wouldn't matter if Aston was still a midfield team, but they're not. Lawrence Stroll has transformed Aston Martin into a juggernaut. Their billion-dollar Silverstone campus? A futuristic fortress with a new wind tunnel, simulators, and factories under one roof. Newey called it one of the most advanced bases in F1, and he's not alone. Aston has poached talent from Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, building a technical super team, Dan Fallows, Bob Bell, and now Adrian Newey. This isn't the Aston Martin of 2021. This is an insane new beast. The Red Bull problem. Now flip the coin. Without Newey, Red Bull's 2026 project looks fragile. Their Ford deal is risky. Building a brand new hybrid from scratch is brutal. If the engine is underpowered or unreliable, they're finished. And without Newey, they lose the one man who could perfectly integrate chassis and engine. The result? A mismatched package, while Aston builds a masterpiece. And morale is cracking. Politics, Horner scandals, leadership battles. Red Bull may look unstoppable now, but 2026 could expose just how vulnerable they are. This is the nightmare scenario. Their own genius designer becomes their executioner. If you enjoy more insane F1 updates, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're aiming for 1,500 subscribers. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a bombshell update. Fernando Alonso, the wild card. Then there's Fernando Alonso. Yes, he'll be 44 in 2026, but Alonso is chaos-proof. He thrives in resets. He dragged Renault to podiums in 2008, nearly stole a title with an average Ferrari, and now he could be handed the most radical Newey creation ever. Imagine Alonso's racecraft combined with Newey's bombshell car. That's dangerous. That's insane. Why this could destroy Red Bull. Put it all together. Red Bull, no Newey, risky Ford engine, internal cracks. Aston Martin, Newey, Honda, billion-dollar campus, technical super team. And history proves, whenever the rules reset, Newey wins first. This is more than a rivalry. It's poetic. The man who built Red Bull's empire could be the one to blow it up. Overnight, this is Formula One's ultimate dark horse story. The stakes. This isn't just Aston versus Red Bull. Mercedes is desperate for redemption. Ferrari is still chasing a title since 2007. Audi is entering with big promises, but none of them have Adrian Newey. Aston Martin does, and that alone could change the entire balance of power. So, is Newey's 2026 Aston Martin project the bombshell that ends Red Bull's dynasty, or just another false dawn? One thing is certain, Red Bull's dominance is no longer guaranteed. Their mastermind has switched sides, and he's bringing every insane idea in his arsenal to Silverstone. 2026 is shaping up to be chaos, and Adrian Newey might just be the man to bring the empire crashing down. What do you think? Will Aston Martin shock the world, or can Red Bull survive without their genius? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insane F1 updates.